And now we have Jodi Eisner from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Wonderful name to her company, Method to the Madness. And she has decided to talk about the two important things you've had to tell a client. And Jodi is a first attendee at ICD. Bravo. Okay.
I'm Jodi Eisner with Method to the Madness from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Two of the most difficult things that I've had to tell a client. One family in particular, I had to explain to her, or at least bring it to her attention, that this was affecting her children. That her children had the right to live in a room, that the walls had drywall, that the flooring should be and needed to have some repair done to it, and they were entitled to have their own space. And that was very shocking to her, to have somebody say that to her. But since then, she's made many improvements to her home, and I actually saw her recently at an event that we both attended, and she came up to me and she thanked me not only for making huge changes in her, helping her to make strides in her marriage, but that her children, when I was introduced to them, they didn't remember me because it had been many years, but when she told them who I was, they gave me a big hug, and it was very rewarding. The other thing I've had to share with the client was when we opened things we encountered things that hadn't been open, so they were brand new, still in the package, but the lice feces was so prominent everywhere in the home, and having to say to her that she needed to let a lot of these things go, or even things from her childhood, toys and whatnot that she was saving for her grandchildren, and she didn't want to let them go. And it turned out that her grandchildren were visiting from out of town and were staying at a neighbor's across the street because they couldn't stay in her home. And I said, well, okay, why don't you bring the children over and we'll let them play with these toys. And she said, well, I can't do that because we have to wash them. And I said, so if you're not willing to give them to your grandchildren to let them play with, then maybe they're not safe and it might be better to let them go. Although she was, saddened to know that her things had come to that she had to let them go. It was a realization that, this situation had gotten out of hand, and she really did need to make some changes so that her grandchildren could come over and be in a safe environment. So those were some difficult things to have to say, but I think they had some positive changes.
Good work.